Hello and welcome everyone to Cafe. I'm Carissa Clark.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. It is great to be back with you to share all of the fun and exciting events happening this week.
Let's start off with the Orlando Museum of Art.
I had a chance to go and it is just an amazing place, number one, because there's a variety of things. But every time you go, there's something different.
Yes.
Take a look at what I saw. You know, Maureen, it seems like every time I come here, there's something new, but there are some permanent exhibitions here.
Yeah, so we do have traveling exhibitions throughout the year, but we're really proud of our permanent collection that features contemporary art, traditional style paintings, those types of things. We also have a great contemporary graphics exhibition that's on view all the time. Famous prints from artists like Andy Warhol and Lichtenstein, so really famous artists that people know. We also have a great abstract exhibition that features some sculpture and kind of more creative outside the box works. And then we also have a collection of artifacts from the ancient Americas that's on view. So there's really something for everybody at the museum.
When you say something for everybody, I always think about like young artists, and I mean really young, like summer camps and things like that.
Yeah, so throughout the year we offer a lot of great programs for art lovers of all ages. We do our summer camps, winter art camp, and a spring art camp that's available for kids. We also have our annual big events, our fundraisers with Council of 101, Art in Bloom, and then also the Festival of Trees around the holidays, which are great fun for the entire family.
All right, and the thing I know you know I'm going to ask about, and that is the gift shop.
Yes, oh my gosh, our shop is my favorite. We have free parking, open every day that the museum's open, Tuesday through Sunday. Great collection of just unique gifts, and again, just something for everybody on your list.
Best gift shop ever. No, I'm kidding. So, what else can people expect when they come here? If they've never been here, what other things would you say?
I'd say what we offer is a really unique experience. You know, it's not too much, it's not overwhelming. There's just enough to kind of feed that artistic side of everybody, and it's really approachable and just easy to appreciate what we have here.
Maureen, thank you so much. Make sure that you take advantage of the Orlando Museum of Art because it makes living in Orlando one of the best things ever. And don't forget to visit the gift shop.
Always, the gift shop is wonderful.
I spent about 20 minutes in there. Last time I was there, I was like, oh, don't buy it. A bunch of stuff. About one thing.
One thing. Good self-control.
It's great stuff.
Ah, that's so great. Good for you. Good for you.
And they got a clearance rack price.
Do they really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, went there first.
That's good. Join the Orange County Regional History Center on August 1st for their monthly Lunch and Learn series. This month features the Orlando Collected exhibition. Spanning 150 years, Orlando Collected is packed with 150 items from the city's beautiful past, ranging from the familiar to the downright peculiar. Each piece represents a specific place, person, or moment in time. Join members of their collections team as they discuss the untold stories behind these captivating pieces. For more information, visit thehistorycenter.org.
Music lovers won't want to miss the International Guitar Festival featuring Chaz Underreiner at Timucua Arts Foundation on August 1st. This intimate venue provides the perfect acoustic setting to experience world-class guitar artistry. Underreiner's performance promises to showcase the versatility and beauty of classical guitar. The evening begins at 7:30 p.m. and offers an unforgettable musical experience. Check out timucua.com for tickets and more details.
Unleash your creativity at the Orlando Museum of Art's Sketching in the Galleries on August 2nd. This hands-on experience will allow you to create your own artwork while surrounded by inspiring masterpieces. Whether you're a seasoned artist or just starting out, this program provides all the materials and guidance you'll need. The session runs from 10 a.m. to noon and offers a unique way to engage with art. Learn more at omart.org.
Dive into abstract art at the Art and History Museum's May Maitland with Bloom in Abstraction on August 2nd. This workshop focuses on painting abstract flowers and explores how artists can capture the essence of nature through color and form. Participants will learn various techniques for creating dynamic floral abstractions, and the class provides all materials and welcomes artists of all skill levels. For registration and more information, visit artandhistory.org. Tis the season for hurricanes. Welcome to Florida, and John Mulhall is here. He is the Communications Warning Coordinator for Orange County Emergency Management. Thank you for being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So let's talk about hurricane preparedness. We hear it all the time, and if you live in Florida, it might go over your head because you hear it so often, but it is real and getting realer as time goes on. What should we be doing?
Well, and this is the time of year to really be doing it because on paper, hurricane season is June to November. But realistically, the heaviest part, the most intense part is August, September, October. So this is the time now we're in hurricane season, but if you haven't done your preparations, you want to go ahead and do it now.
What are the main prep things we should do to get ready?
Wow, there are so many things to do. So first off, I'm going to guide you to our website, ocfl.net/storm, and there's a whole bunch of information there so you can pick and choose what you need for your special circumstances. But realistically, the number one thing is have a plan. So think about what could happen to you if there's a hurricane. Can your house stand up to strong winds? Are you in an area that might flood? If you had to leave your home, where would you go? One of the big hazards that comes out of hurricanes a lot of times, especially here inland, is we lose power. So what would you do if you had no electricity in your house for days, maybe even weeks? So start there, think about the different things that are involved in a hurricane, and start thinking about what you and your family uniquely might need.
Excellent. And you know, John, here in Florida, you mentioned special circumstances. We have a lot of elderly people. We've got people who have disabilities. Should they be looking at hurricane preparedness in any different way?
Very much so. So one of the things that often gets overlooked in preparing for hurricanes is things like those medical needs, prescription drugs. Make sure you have an adequate supply of those if the drugstore is closed in advance of the hurricane. But what we have here throughout the state, but we do a really good job in Orange County, is what we call our People with Special Needs program. And what it does, this is intended for those people who don't have a medical condition that's severe enough that maybe would put them in a hospital or a nursing home or assisted living. They're living on their own at home, but maybe they're dependent on oxygen, or maybe they have something that would require them to need electricity. So what we do is we ask people with those special needs, and speaking of elderly is a good example, or they may have medical needs that come with being elderly, that to register in advance. So they can do that, again, go into that website, ocfl.net/storm, or by calling 311, which is our Government Information Center. And what will happen is our experts in health services, they'll take your information, and then if there is a storm, we will open special shelters for the folks on this registry that provides a little bit of extra medical care, really strong generators so the electricity doesn't flicker, meals specifically for people who may have dietary restrictions. And this is designed to be a safe place that if your home isn't secure to go to. And then after the storm, we'll send a team out to check, make sure everything's okay at your home before we send you there.
That's excellent. You know, one of the other important components to hurricane preparedness is having a clear channel of information that you can get information of what's going on. Because one of the beautiful things about hurricane season, and hurricanes in general, is that they move kind of slowly. But you need to know and be prepared for directional shifts and things like that. Other than getting it from the website, where else in Orange County can we get information about what's happening, real-time information?
Well, you're speaking my language as the communications warning person. We have two programs. One is called ocalert.net, and that's a text and email program where either the National Weather Service or us in the Office of Emergency Management send information that's relevant to you directly to you. So you go to that website, OCFL or ocalert.net. You also can link to it through the county webpage, and you give us your information, a cell phone number, that we can text to, an email address. All the information is kept confidential. It is exempt from public records, so you're not going to get spammed. But then the key thing to that is we also let you put in locations. So whether it's your home, whether it's your kid's school, whether it's where your elderly parents live. So if there is an emergency affecting that area, you'll get a notification. If you're somewhere else, it won't bother you. And again, that's great because not only does that deal with hurricanes, but if there's a hazardous materials leak, if there's a dangerous suspect in the area, we can get that information to you. On the flip side, it's modern times, we also have a smartphone app, and that's called OCFL Alert, and you can get that free of charge, either the Apple or Android stores, and all that same information goes there, plus information about the activities of Orange County Fire Rescue, real-time map of where their calls are, and a message board where we can put up things like shelter locations, sandbag locations, and all that relevant information that you may need in an emergency, all in one spot.
And that alert system, just as an FYI, is for everything. So you're getting where lakes, a specific lake,
Yep.
not safe to swim in.
Yep.
You're getting all, because of course I get mine, and it comes to your text and email, so you can select how you want to get it, and it makes it really easy.
Yeah.
One of the other important things about having a preparedness for this time of the year is small children, the other end of that spectrum. Is there anything for people who have babies, who are, maybe toddlers and they're not walking or walking fast or whatever the case may be?
In anything you do, like I say, you think about those special things. And one thing that's always important to think about is oftentimes in advance of a hurricane, we have to close schools. So already now start thinking about those child care plans that, let's say your job hasn't shut down, but your kid's school has, where those child care options are. If you do find yourself in a situation where you have to leave your home, whether it's to go to a hotel, whether to stay with family members that might be out of a flood zone, or in one of our shelters, really think about things like the coloring books, things to keep those kids entertained and out of your hair. And then of course, if they have special dietary needs, if they have special medicines they need, make sure you stock up with that in advance.
So if you live in Orange County, you really need to go to that website. Give us the website again.
Yep.
So that we can get information. You need to just go make sure you are familiar with what's there. You may need it. And so what's the website?
Yeah, it's ocfl.net/storm. And like I said, there's tabs there to sign up for that Public People with Special Needs, or PSN, we sometimes call it, registry. There's some videos on how to prepare a hurricane kit, some information, videos on how to safely operate a generator, how to tarp a roof. So again, it's that one-stop shop. I mean, I could go for hours here about all the different scenarios, but if someone lives in an apartment, maybe they're not thinking about having to board up windows, whereas if you live in a home, you do. If you live in a low-lying area, you might have to think about flooding, whereas if you live on a higher area, you don't. So there's everyone's hurricane experience is going to be different. That's why I like steer you there, get the information you need.
John, thank you very much for being
thank you.
with us and for the information. We really need it. Thank you.
The Blue Bamboo Center of the Arts presents the Thomas Milivak Quartet on August 2nd. Milivak, a talented bassist and composer, will lead his ensemble in an evening of contemporary jazz. The quartet's innovative approach to music combines traditional jazz elements with modern influences. The intimate concert setting allows audiences to experience the music up close. Showtime is at 8 p.m. and more details can be found at bluebambooartcenter.com.
Catch the final days of the 44th Annual Juried Student Exhibition at Crialdi School of Art, running through August 2nd. This showcase features the best work from students across all mediums and skill levels. The exhibition demonstrates the incredible talent and creativity emerging from one of Central Florida's premier art institutions. It's a wonderful opportunity to see the next generation of artists and their diverse perspectives. For gallery hours and more information, visit crialdi.org.
Experience the vibrant sounds of the Caribbean with Music of the Bahamas at Orlando Shakespeare Theater on August 2nd and 3rd. This cultural celebration brings the rhymes and melodies of Bohemian music to Central Florida. The performances feature traditional instruments and contemporary interpretations of island music. Audiences will be transported to a tropical paradise through the immersive musical journey. For tickets and showtimes, visit orlandoshakes.org.
A lot opportunities for you to be an artist
Yes,
this week.
I know. You are correct.
Yeah, so if you like art, but you want to try to do some art, this is the week to go. Get
Yes,
out. Yeah,
yes. Be courageous, get excited about life, participate.
exactly.
Right? Yes, very nice. That wraps up this week of events. If you have one you'd like to share with us for next month, send us an email, cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Carissa Clark.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. Remember to join us next week to see what is new and exciting in your community.
Hello and welcome to Taste of the Town. I'm Carissa Clark. I'm here at Mia's Italian Kitchen on International Drive. I love this kitchen. It is beautiful, and it is called a kitchen because everything's from scratch, and I want you to meet Miss Suzanne Clares, who's going to tell you all about it. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, absolutely my pleasure, because Mia's Italian Kitchen here on International Drive is completely worth your time. Not only do we want to inspire you at home to make what she's about to create here, but come here because it is worth your time. So, what do we have? I know that you are known for your pasta because your pastas are made in-house.
Absolutely.
Isn't that incredible?
Every one of our pastas is made in-house, including our lasagna, the sheets for lasagna,
Wow.
our gnocchi, rigatoni, we have bucatini, spaghetti, we have tons and tons of options for you.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So nice.
Yeah.
That is amazing. There's something to be said for that because you can taste the freshness. You cannot hide that. And also, whenever you think about eating pasta, I know that I think about time with family and friends, you know, and being able to do family style eating. And I have little kids. You have little kids at home perhaps, or grandchildren. It is a sure win coming here because everyone wants to eat Italian and it's fresh and delicious. So kids eating all those noodles and just loving it up, it's a good time. What do you have here for us? What are you going to be creating?
Yeah, so today we have the rigatoni ai funghi. So it is pasta with mushrooms, basically. It's a cream-based sauce.
Okay.
So it's beautiful. If you like fettuccine Alfredo,
Yes.
it's kind of a twist on that. It's a little more rich, a little more depth of flavor. So
Okay.
I think you're gonna love it.
Okay.
So you're gonna start with a nice hot saute pan,
Okay.
piping hot. And you wanna drop in, you know, your butter. Obviously this is not piping hot.
No, it's not.
Otherwise I would have a very different reaction doing that.
Of course.
So you wanna drop your butter in, let it melt, but don't let it scorch.
Okay.
Okay? And then you've got beautiful chopped garlic.
Yum.
Always use fresh if you can. You know, store-bought is fine if you can't. But you know, your chopped garlic is always going to have a bigger punch of flavor
Of
if
course.
it's fresh.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And then, you know, you're going to let that cook down a little bit. And you're going to add some cream. We have heavy cream and mascarpone, which is a high fat content. It gives it a beautiful, velvety, rich flavor.
Wow,
It is
okay.
a beautiful addition to kind of elevate your cream sauce.
I would not have thought of that.
Yeah, so you
All
can
right.
dump, you know, your heavy cream. Again, you want to cook it about a medium. You don't want to cook it at too high of a temp because before the items can infuse flavors, you're going to start burning the sauce.
Right, so you have to be
Especially when
careful.
you're talking about dairy-based sauces. So
Okay.
you want to take your time. You know, let it cook. Let the flavors, you know, talk to each other. Let the flavors
Yes.
learn and
They're
mold
dancing.
together. Yes.
Let the garlic dance
Absolutely.
with the cream that dances with the butter.
Yeah. So you're gonna
Yes.
drop a nice dollop of that
Woo!
mascarpone in there.
Okay, so in
Absolutely.
reality, when it is over heat, it is melting and swirling, and this is amazing.
So what we have with our dish as well is a trio of mushrooms. So we don't use one type of mushroom here. We use oyster, shiitake, and cremini mushrooms.
Okay.
So we oven roast those ahead of time, so that way you can toss them in. You know, when we're, you know, this is one of our most popular dishes. So we
Is
put
it?
it together and we make it. You know, I would love to roast them to order, but ahead of time, and that way when you pop them in, they've already got that nice char. They've got some beautiful flavor. You see the seasoning on there. It's already ready for you, but you definitely want to oven roast when you can to get that beautiful char and crispness. That way you can just toss those right in there.
And I'd like to interject 2 thoughts. Number one, I know I love mushrooms. I don't know if you do too. I absolutely love mushrooms. I would not have thought to have a medley of 3. And so I think that if you're making this at home and have the opportunity, like if you're hosting, you have family coming into town, you want to do something really special, please give this a try, because I know I'm going to give it a try.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And white wine we do add to this dish. It adds a beautiful depth of flavor to it. You
Okay.
can use it as an option or you can skip it. But you always want to cook off the alcohol. So you want to add it and give it enough time to simmer
Okay.
and cook out the alcohol.
Okay.
So don't
I
forget
would
that
not
part.
have thought to do that either.
Don't forget that part. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
And then we have these beautiful charred green onions.
Oh.
So
Yum.
I love green onions on
Me
everything.
too.
And in this,
I do
so
too.
we keep that beautiful, the ends there, it gives it that nice crunch. And then you get the flavor from the green. So,
So
drop those in
beautiful.
there and then just let that sit together.
Just
let it simmer.
Just dance.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you
Okay.
find, when you cook your pasta, obviously salt your water, cook your pasta. If you're buying store-bought, follow the box instructions. If you do make your own house-made pasta, it cooks pretty quickly. You don't
Okay.
want to overcook it. It gets very gummy.
Yes.
When you make your own
yes,
pasta.
that's a disaster.
So your pasta, you can also add it and let it finish cooking with the sauce. But if you find that your sauce is too loose, you always want to keep some of that pasta water. So if you add that starchy pasta water to a sauce, it's going to help bind to the
Come on.
Yeah, it's going to bind to the
I
pasta.
didn't know that, Suzanne.
So it's
Okay.
a fun little thing. I always, even if I know I nailed the sauce, I'm still going to keep some pasta water.
Okay.
Just to make sure. It also, if it's too chunky, it just gives it a nice, it smooths out the texture.
Okay, that's so
it really
nice.
makes
Okay.
it nice. So we have that. Now we have one that's ready for you, so I can go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to put that to the side.
Yes.
So when you reduce it, give it time again. See how it just thickens very nicely. So it's got a beautiful velvety, that's from mascarpone. It's so, so good.
Wow.
So, all the flavors are imparted. So, you can put your pasta, if you want to put it right in the bowl and pour your sauce over it.
Okay.
You're welcome to do so. We like to toss it.
Okay.
Now, it's been a while since I've done this, but, you dump your pasta, go ahead and break it up. Again, when you see how starchy that is. When you make your pasta fresh, you got to be very careful with this. We serve our pastas al dente.
Okay.
So that means it's, firm. It almost has a bite in the middle
That's
of it.
how I like it
Yeah,
personally.
it's how it should be served because it holds the pasta better. If you cook it too much and it's too soft, then it's going to be gummy when you eat it and it's not going to really taste as good as you want it to. So, you want to kind of give it a stir. If you have tongs, you can kind of flip it around. Kind of guess, hey, this is perfect pasta. This is perfect sauce. It's ready to go.
Okay.
So again, I don't want to slop on you, but when it's fresh, it's going to be a little looser. This has been sitting here
Yes.
for a minute. So you kind of loosen it up.
Look at you go. That's so good.
There it goes. Now she's
There,
loose.
yes.
So you're going to flip
Oh,
it and it's going
Suzanne.
to even out all of your ingredients. So
Good
you've
for
got
you.
a nice,
That is
nice
awesome.
even spread
Okay.
and then you're ready.
Okay. I am ready. I am ready.
So we've got a couple of things to finish before I give it to you to eat. So what we do to finish this dish is we're gonna put cheese on it because
Yes,
of course, because it's cheese.
Who's
So
feeling cheesy?
give it a
She
nice
is.
little pinch
I am.
and then a blend of herbs. So we
Yes.
use parsley, oregano, and thyme. So that is our herb blend. That's our signature
wow.
blend that we use. So you're either gonna see basil or you're gonna see parsley, oregano, and thyme. So go ahead and give that a bite.
This looks so good. Oh my God. I want to make sure I get some of the mushroom too. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, I want more. I want a little mushroom.
It's very savory, and with the wine, again, that depth of flavor, it's just delicious. It's one of our top selling
So
pastas.
good. Suzanne, thank you so much. Please go to the website to get more information. I do invite you to come here to Mia's Italian Kitchen for your taste of the town. Until then, I'll see you around town.